Imagine you're standing at the edge of a vast forest. The path ahead isn't clear, and all you have is a small lantern to guide you. Each step you take feels uncertain, yet every step matters. This is life. A journey through different phases, each one shaping the person you're meant to become. Welcome to the root of you. On this channel, we don't just grow on the surface, we grow from the inside out. Mind, body, spirit, we nurture it all. And trust me, it's going to be an exciting journey. Today, we're going to explore how these phases connect, how they lead to something extraordinary. As Steve Jobs once said, you can only connect the dots looking backward. Phase 1. The innocence of beginnings. Let's start with childhood. Do you remember those days? When every day felt like an adventure? When your biggest worry was whether you'd get to play outside before dinner? This phase is all about curiosity and wonder. It's when we're dreamers, unafraid to imagine the impossible. Think of a child learning to walk. They stumble, they fall, but they get back up. Why? Because they haven't yet learned to fear failure. This phase teaches us resilience, even if we don't realize it at the time. As children, we are like blank canvases. Every experience, every moment, adds a splash of color. These colors don't make sense at first, but they're building the foundation for something beautiful. So cherish those memories of innocent beginnings. They remind us of the power of dreaming without limits. Phase 2. The storm of adolescence. Then comes adolescence, a phase filled with questions, doubts, and rebellion. It's messy, it's confusing, but it's necessary. This is when we start to ask, who am I? What do I want? Imagine a teenager trying to fit in, trying to stand out, all at once. It's chaotic, but it's in this chaos that we start to define ourselves. We learn about relationships, passions, and the power of choices. This phase can feel like a storm. There are moments of frustration, heartbreak, and even loneliness. But storms are not permanent. They pass, leaving the ground fertile for growth. During adolescence, we learn the value of persistence. Every argument, every failure, every tear is a lesson. These moments might not make sense now, but they're shaping you into the person you're meant to be. Phase 3. The climb of early adulthood. Early adulthood is like standing at the base of a mountain. The climb looks daunting, but you're filled with ambition. This is the phase of first jobs, new responsibilities, and big dreams. You'll face setbacks. Maybe you'll take a job you don't love just to pay the bills. Maybe you'll experience heartbreak. But these experiences are not failures. They're lessons. They're the dots you'll connect later. Steve Jobs once said, "You have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future." So, keep climbing. Every step matters. This phase teaches us discipline. It's about learning to balance dreams with reality. It's about taking risks, making mistakes, and growing stronger with each challenge. Think of early adulthood as the training ground for your future. Every skill you learn, every relationship you build, is preparing you for the life you're creating. Phase 4. The plateau of reflection. Midlife often feels like a plateau. You've climbed so high, but now you're asking, is this it? This is the phase of reflection. It's when you start to see the bigger picture. Think of a painter stepping back from their canvas. Up close, it was just brushstrokes, but from a distance, it's a masterpiece. That's what this phase is about. You begin to connect the dots. You realize that every challenge, every joy, every decision was shaping you. This is also a phase of rediscovery. Maybe you pick up a hobby you loved as a child. Maybe you reconnect with old friends. It's a time to pause, reflect, and realign with what truly matters. Don't fear the plateau. It's not the end of the journey. It's a moment to catch your breath and appreciate how far you've come. Phase 5. The legacy of wisdom. And then comes the phase of wisdom. This is when you've climbed the mountain and you're standing at the summit. You look back and see the path you've traveled. You see how the dots connect. This is the phase where you give back, where you share your story to inspire others. It's when you realize that life wasn't just about reaching the summit. It was about the climb. Think of the legacy you want to leave. It's not about wealth or fame. It's about the impact you've had on others. It's about the love you've shared, the lessons you've taught, and the lives you've touched. Don't forget to subscribe. And of course, ring that bell icon so you won't miss out the high-quality content we have for you.